Hey guys, welcome to Living 757. Good to have you guys back with us once again. Good to be with you ladies today.
It's nice to be with you too. And as you guys can see, we are missing Patricia today, but we have Cheryl here and we're so excited. She's from two of our sister shows, Riverside Strong and Main Street Living, which she does with Q.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Of course, I've worked with Q for a long time. Ashley, it's great to be here with you as well. And I am familiar with this market. I've been on TV here for a long time, both as a host and also as a meteorologist.
It's a meteorologist, and earlier this year, you actually had a health scare, right? And, you know, we probably don't need to elaborate on it, but like you came out of that and you got your business going back again. Tell us about your business.
Yes, I didn't work for 5 months. It was pretty scary to go through something like that. So note to everybody, always have health insurance. You want to make sure you have that. Thankfully, I did. But my business is Prepare with Share. And so what I do is I focus a lot on preparedness, whether it be home, family, travel, also for pets, and just getting people ready for anything that life throws at you.
Okay,
Wow.
I have to ask this. Do you do like personal preparedness consulting?
I do.
So if I'm going on a trip and I'm
Yes.
freaking out because I have so much to get in order, you can help me?
Absolutely.
All right,
I
I'm
do
gonna
all
text
of
you after
that.
the show.
All of that. Natural disaster preparedness as well. Make sure you always are ready for whatever life throws your way.
Yep.
Including hurricanes. You know, we are in hurricane season right now.
Yeah, I thought
Girls,
you.
and anybody who knows me can attest to the fact that I have storm anxiety.
Oh no!
Yeah, see, I
so
thought
bad.
I thought Cheryl was about to talk about. I can help you prepare your house for decoration for Christmas.
That
You
too.
both know. No, you both know. I don't get down with the Christmas decorations. I'm
Quincy's
sick
the
of it.
Grinch that stole Christmas. He doesn't like to decorate.
We're gonna make you prepare for Christmas.
Make
Yes!
me do
Get some
anything. I
lights.
don't want to do it. Ah, let's stop that.
We voted you wrong.
Scratch that right in front of my
We'll
face.
go back around this way. Ashley.
Woohoo!
Gotcha.
All right. Well, you know what? It's good, and we're actually going to be introducing that segment, Prepare with Share, as another part of our Living 757 show once a month. So every month you'll give us something that that you guys will be able to use as you are preparing for the next up and coming thing.
I'm so excited about
We are
that.
too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait till you see what I'm talking about in September.
Oh gosh.
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
Something about
I'm
fall.
excited.
Quiz you guys.
I'm excited. And you know what else I'm excited about? I love it when really cool, different things are happening in the area. Have you guys heard about the sign wars that are going on?
No.
Yes, our friend
Yes.
Shaggy, right?
Yes! Shaggy from Z104, he also owns Hey Good Skating Center. It all started with the marquee sign of the Cinema Cafe. And it said, hey, Good Skating Center, want to have a sign war. And slowly but surely, people and businesses all over the 757 have joined in. So it was first them two. I think we have some more pictures of the signs. Can you guys pull them up for us?
Let's see it.
Hey Shaggy, we're the real locals favorites. That's
Wow.
Chicho's Pizza that's been here forever.
Right.
So they got in on it. Hey Good Church got in, and then the skating center responded and said, Jesus can walk on water, but can he beat me in limbo?
Oh,
Wow.
We're getting clever.
So
I know. And this was the church sign to them. Hey Shaggy, slow your roll, let Jesus join the journey.
Nice.
So it's been a whole lot of back and forth. It's been a lot of fun. Hey, Chicho's, come have a slice of our pizza. By the way, we don't charge extra for ranch. Ooh, Matt Potter, I think that was a call out. I think you need to stop charging extra for the ranch, dude.
Why did
Right,
you do
right.
that? I don't know why they do
Hooters
that.
also joined in on the fun, and Hey Good responded, hey, Hooters BB, we never have to worry about a roller skate shortage. You remember there was a
Yikes.
chicken wing shortage.
Ouch.
wow.
You guys, that's so much fun. It's all in good fun. That's what he keeps saying all over his social media, that we're just having a really good time. I know the Tide Stadium has gotten in on it. Waterside's gotten
Yeah.
in on it. The Scope Arena. There are more and more businesses joining every day. And
We should get in on it.
I
we
was
are
right to
getting
say
in on
that.
it.
Yes.
Shaggy, we have a sign for you.
Oh, we do.
Oh.
Yes, we do. And here it is. Hey, Shaggy, if it's too hot for you, come visit the coolest show in town.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
I even like how that looks.
Yes.
I love how that
I
looks.
know. I
And
like
think
that too.
I think we are now a part of the party.
I
Yeah.
need to make a personal forecast too for the coolest show in town.
Yeah.
Got it.
See, you know, it's gonna
Do
be
it.
rain over here, a little shade thrown over
Always
here.
sunny. Sunny
Make
right
it rain.
here. Sunny.
Make it rain.
Right. Well, you know, all of that is pretty cool. you know, now that we have joined in on that, and something that you guys can join in on. It's Leo season, people, and today is that day for me. It's my birthday. They didn't have to say it. I let my hair out. Like, you know, I let it out because I'm sick of just being held in. So I just let the hair just poof out.
Let it
but
fly.
You know what? My mother sent me some pictures of my of me when I was a little baby, and what was interesting, like, show these pictures right quick, and you can see I had a fro. Yeah, my mama had a fro and I had a fro, and yeah, but I don't look like, my wife always jokes, say, you don't look anything like your baby pictures.
Were you
like,
switched at
You
birth?
really
yeah, I think so.
don't, though.
You know what? And I think my mama lied on my
Quincy.
birth certificate. I don't look like him.
Quincy,
You know-
you used to be so cute. What happened?
Is that the same nose? Let me see. Hold
Yes,
on.
it's the
Let me
same
see.
exact. I had
Same
that old
smile?
1970 vest, but that also got me thinking. There are some babies out there, because now I'm happy about my age, and people say I look younger than my age.
You
and,
do.
You
and
do.
Thank you. But there's some babies who won't have a chance. Like, we've seen some pictures online. You got to show you the guys these pictures. Like, this baby doesn't have a shot. He has wrinkles
baby.
already.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, you know, and I know that there's a few
mean,
others.
Maybe when you're born with that.
Oh, the side eye.
Now-
the
now-
side eye.
This one is saying, what you mean I ain't got a pacifier?
No.
Where's my pacifier at?
She said, "What is that bottle? Give me the good stuff."
Right. You know, this one,
Oh my
you know what?
Oh my. No.
This
no.
this guy is either going to own a company or he's going to work on our crew. He
This
reminds
is
me
the
of Paul.
baby version of
He look like
how
Paul.
you doing.
How do you feel if you're a parent of one of these babies?
You feel young.
Do you still think they're cute? though?
Okay.
Oh no,
Look at
no.
this.
What happened to this guy?
This one is like, I just came into the world and you're choking me?
Oh, he looks mad.
I think that's more of a.
He does look like a cat.
Why did you take me out of that nice, cozy, warm space, and now I'm
You
cold?
guys, he looks like a hairless cat.
Oh, my, yeah, I think it is.
Oh,
and
no.
we're dressing
Oh.
up. Now, look at this.
Okay, it's not bad.
No, it is. Look
How
at
do
the
you have
hairline.
a receding hairline at a week old?
Yeah, that's, you know, and the best part about it, he's happy, and that's what birthdays are about. Being
Yes.
born, coming to the world in your birthday suit.
You know, though, on another funny note, though, if you do come across a baby, it looks like one of those pictures in person, what do you all say to the parents?
You have to say the baby's cute. You have to.
Or
I don't.
or you can just look at the baby and say, "Oh, y'all did good."
There you go.
That's all you can
That's,
say to them.
that's not what I say. I look at the parents and I go, oh, he's really something.
Yeah.
It's like saying bless your heart.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
bless-
So if
what
I've
it
ever
is.
said
Bless
that to
those
you,
babies'
I
hearts.
apologize.
Yeah.
I'm sure they
with
got
the
cuter with age.
older faces and everything.
You
But
guys are
you
so
know
funny.
what? The babies are precious. We got to take care of them,
You
right?
do have
Yep.
to take care of the babies. And speaking of which, you know, you want to make sure that everybody's safe in the house, going back to the preparedness theme. Do you guys have smoke detectors in your homes?
I just
yeah.
put up some new ones, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you know you're supposed to replace them every 10 years?
That's exactly what mine looks like.
It does, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'm impressed because the city of Norfolk is teaming up with Norfolk Fire Rescue, and they are installing free smoke detectors for people who have a broken smoke detector, or if your smoke detector is more than 10 years old. Take advantage of that, guys, and also be sure you change the batteries. Do you change the batteries in them?
Yeah, so I've
Do you
done it maybe
do it?
once.
No, okay, no. Don't wait till it beeps. You gotta do it.
see-
Daylight savings time. Every time you change the clocks, change the batteries in the smoke detectors.
Yes, and you'll also know when somebody hasn't changed their batteries, because when they're doing
Yeah.
a TikTok video or any type of video, you hear,
Oh yeah, you don't want
Those
that.
people
No,
you know
you
what
don't want
upset
that
me.
noise.
The worst thing on the planet, too, is that when one of them's chirping, you can never figure out which
You
one it is.
can't.
yes.
You can't.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
like-
did a video. that
But
was
I
like
do
that.
want to say really quick, call Norfolk Cares at 757-664-6510 or visit mynorfolk.org if you want one of these smoke detectors.
That's right. Well, ladies, safety and fun is going to be the theme of this show, and including, we got another fun segment featuring this one right here, and she's a fish out of water once again doing something cool.
Oh, that does look fun. And also, guys, we're going to explore the art of basketball. What does that mean? Well, stay tuned to find out.
And we have a 10-year-old chef in the house. But first, coming up right after the break, we have Huffman and Huffman in the house. Stay right there.
Buckle up,
Click it or
buttercup.
ticket.
Click it or a ticket.
Welcome back to Living 757. Did you know that if you're found to be even just 1% at fault in an accident in Virginia, you might not get any financial help in a personal injury claim?
I did not know that.
Yeah, this is really scary stuff. It's called contributory negligence, and Virginia is one of the few states with this harsh rule. Here to break it down for us, because we need all the help we can get, is attorney John Parlson with Huffman & Huffman Brothers in Law. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, John.
Contributory negligence.
Right.
What does that mean?
I know, it is harsh. You kind of hit it on the head with that statement. Like you said, we're one of a few states, 4 in the country, have this law. Funnily enough, two of the other 3 are Maryland and North Carolina. So,
go figure.
So this Mid-Atlantic area is kind of harsh when it comes to this kind of law. But what it basically says is a law in Virginia that it says if one person contributes to an accident in any way, shape, or form, 1%, they're barred from any recovery, believe it or not. So a person's injured as a result of an accident, you look at the accident, you think, oh man, this guy's definitely at fault for this accident. But if certain things are found under the law, and a fact finder such as a judge or a jury says, nope, you contributed to the accident, you get to collect 0.
Okay. So you're telling me you're driving down the road, you go through a green light.
Sure.
Somebody T-bones you.
Right.
There's a chance that if you're found 1% at fault for that accident, that you won't get anything towards your medical bills even?
Correct. And that's, like you said, that's a tough law. And it's a law that we deal with on an everyday basis.
I bet.
Insurance companies, insurance defense attorneys, they love it. I mean, most of their arguments are based, we call it contrib, around this contributory negligence. But your scenario right there is kind of extreme, obviously. There's very few scenarios where you're driving through a green light and you get T-boned that you're going to be found to be contributory negligence. So a lot of times it doesn't come into play, but often it does.
This seems so unfair. I mean, this whole 1% thing, first of all, I don't even know how they can determine the 1%.
Right.
And is there anything people can do to protect themselves from contributory negligence?
Sure. The number one thing, obviously, is to be a safe driver. Do not drive distracted a little bit. I've been here, a few months ago, we talked about distracted driving. Do not be on your cell phone, not be distracted while you're driving. But where we see it come into play, and you got to remember insurance companies they have a certain way of wanting to make sure that if they don't have to pay on a claim, they won't.
Exactly.
So where that comes into play with this,
Yes.
well, where it comes into with this contributory negligence is a person's just in an accident. They're speaking to a police officer, and they tell them what happened.
Oh boy.
You got to be careful in those scenarios. Obviously, you need to talk to the police officer and tell them what happened. But later on down the road, when you call an insurance company to file a claim, they often want to make a recorded statement. And that's where we definitely say it's vitally important to talk to an attorney before you make that statement.
So you can teach us what not to say on that phone call.
Well, I can't tell you what not to say, but I can tell you what they're looking for, certainly.
It's so true, because I've been in that situation before where the other insurance company would call me and try to get me to say something.
Sure.
I don't like that.
Right, of course.
So what do we say? We just say, no, let me call my attorney. Let me call Huffman & Huffman?
Oftentimes, I would recommend that you have an attorney before making those calls or before answering those calls.
I can't hear you.
Sorry, click.
Well, you can do that. You can do that, and then call one of us, and we can be on the phone with you during those recorded statements often. So
now, could you give us a quick few scenarios that we can tell you, or we can try to tell you, if there's contributory negligence or not?
Yes. Let's do some easy ones first.
Okay.
Okay. You're driving down the 264. You're going 55 miles an hour, and you slam on your brakes and you get rear-ended. Did you contribute to the accident?
Yes.
If you
I
slam on
should
your
say
brakes?
you slam on your brakes for no reason. There's nothing in front of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
an easy one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make it a little bit harder. Let's say you're driving in your neighborhood and the speed limit's 25, and you tell the police officer that you're going 35 miles an hour, and somebody pulls out from a stop sign. Did you contribute to that accident?
Yes.
Yeah. There's definite case law that says if you're going over the speed limit, you potentially give up your right of way. So you have to be
Interesting.
careful.
Yeah.
I'll give you the most extreme example that we hear quite a bit, because there's a principle in Virginia called the last clear chance law, okay? Doctrine, last clear chance doctrine. And what it basically says is that if you have the last clear chance to avoid a collision and you don't, then you are potentially contributory negligent.
Wow.
So where this comes into play is you're at a signal, traffic signal, and you're going straight, right? And your light turns green, and let's say the car is coming in the opposite direction, making a left in front of you, has one of those flashy yellow arrows, right? You proceed, and then you're hit by that vehicle. If you tell the insurance company, which is something we hear all the time, they came out of nowhere, I never saw it,
Oh boy.
you're potentially negligent.
Absolutely. We can learn so much
Yeah.
from you, but we are out of time. So
Yes.
tell us quickly how viewers can get a hold of you.
The information is up on the screen already. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
Now, from contributory negligence to a man with a voice so great, it could cause you to be a distracted driver. Q, what you got?
Hey, well, thanks, Ash. Actually, being distracted by a guy with a great voice while you're driving up 64 is not really a bad thing, right? And we got right here Eric Staub. He's been performing right here in the local area. You got some performances that's coming up,
Yes,
and
sir.
you'll be performing later on the show. We're glad to have you. Welcome to Living 757.
Thank you, thank you.
All right. So, Eric, I got to ask you. You have been in the music industry for a while, right?
A little bit now, about 2.5 years at this point.
About 2.5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm thinking, man, you got this thing about you that look like you've been doing this thing since like the early 2000s, bro.
Yeah, well, I guess I have technically, but professionally, 2.5 years.
Professionally,
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So what was that first moment where either you sung or you played an instrument where you said, yeah, this is what I want to do?
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny because I remember being in like elementary school and we were singing some patriotic song, I forget. And I went home and I just sang it all day. And I realized, I was like, you know what, I can sing. I like to sing, you know. So ever since that, you know, my grandpa was a singer, my mom was a singer.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, I just developed my craft, you know, played piano, learned to play with the piano and sing. Just fell in love with
you
it.
play the piano and you also play the keyboard. So is that is that the only instrument that you play?
Oh, at first, I got into guitar about 4 years after I started playing piano.
Hold up.
Yeah, it's easier to walk around with.
What type of guitar? Are we talking electric guitar? Are we talking the bass? Because you know when you play a bass, only your shoulders move. This is
Definitely acoustic because for me, I lived a couple years up in Pennsylvania, so I would go out in the woods with my guitar and just play and sing. That was so definitely acoustic. You can go everywhere and anywhere with an acoustic guitar.
Oh,
so It
nice.
makes it very easy. Yeah.
Okay.
I never played electric really. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a couple of shows, a couple of live events is coming up. So
Yes.
tell the viewers about a few of those where people can catch you.
Super excited. I got this Tuesday, August 23rd at 31st Street Stage. Modest Yahoo will be coming into town and playing, and I got the privilege of opening up for him. I'll be playing from 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock, and it's free general admission.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
A good time.
Yeah. And then after that, well, then I'm turning 30 on Thursday, which
Oh.
I'm excited about. It's my birthday week.
You're a young buck.
Yes, sir. And then, so we got an opening for Third Eye Blind at the 5th Street stage they're bringing in. So that'll be fun. I'm going from 5:15 to 5:45.
Okay.
You can get tickets online, and if you actually use my promo code that I have, it's capital STAAB, you can get 20% off tickets.
Eric
Yeah.
Staub, huh? I got to ask you, I saw like when you sat down, you got a pretty cool design of
Oh,
something
yeah.
on your shirt. Like,
Thank you, thank
Can
you.
you show them
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
shirt?
Yeah, I just had
Go
these
ahead.
made. Got this new single coming out. It's called Bring on the Reaper.
Okay.
Yep, which is one of my songs that I'm recording right now in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what does that song really describe? Because Bring on the Reaper, that sounds a little scary, bro.
Right, and that's the thing. So the Reaper is always a scary thing. It's a
Right.
scary image. So kind of like bringing light to it, and that's why I'm giving you flowers, because it's like, you know, I'm gifting you with really life, because, you know, I'm just talking about the circle of life in a way. You know, with
Okay.
death, once you got the death, it leaves room for life. That's really the message behind it.
Okay. Yeah,
Just, you know, not making it so scary.
Well, you know what? Flipping from the Reaper to the song that you'll be performing a
Yes,
little bit later
yes,
on,
definitely opposite.
called Heavenly,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So like, what went behind you putting that song together? You writing that song? Was it based on a moment that happened in your life?
It's really, you know, it's a love song. So,
Yeah.
you know, there comes a time like when you have a person that you meet
Mm-hmm.
that makes you feel the closest to heaven on earth, to kind of bring color to your life. Or,
Yeah.
Make you want to get out of bed, actually. So it's
Okay.
kind of that heavenly feeling that you get from that person.
Yeah, something that
every
makes
once
you
in a
want to
while.
get out of bed. So
Yeah.
not like an alarm clock.
Definitely not.
Just a person that's
Definitely
like,
not.
get up, Quincy.
No.
Get
no,
up.
Yes, no. It's like, I want to get up and see you, what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we definitely can't wait to hear you play a little bit later in the show.
Yes,
but
thank you.
really quick, give the viewers your socials and where they can follow you.
Yeah, check me out on Instagram. That's going to be your best bet at getting good content from me. That's where I spend most time, which is Eric Staub Music. That's where the link for the show is at if you want to get a ticket.
Okay.
And that's where I do most of my posting. And also on Facebook. I try to be as good as I can on Facebook, but Instagram is definitely the best
Instagram.
bet. Yeah.
All right,
absolutely.
my man. Well, thank you very much. We can't wait to see you a little bit later in the
thank
show. But on this show, we love to eat, right? And they say, big things usually come in small packages, and that's what we have with this Chef K coming up next. You don't want to miss it. More to come on Living 757. Welcome back to Living 757. Now, you guys know what time it is. It's time for another fish out of water moment where we all get to sit back, watch, and enjoy Ashley do something she doesn't normally do. Let's see what she got into this time.
Hey guys, Ashley here with another edition of Fish Out of Water, where the Living 757 producers put me in situations I wouldn't normally be in. Today, I'm doing a ride-along.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, I'm Chris.
Ashley, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. Are you ready? All right, here's your shirt.
Thank you. I'm so excited to do this ride along. Can you tell me what all we're going to get into today?
Absolutely, thank you so much for coming. We are going to run you through the ropes, just like we would with a normal recruit. Show you how we basically do patient care from the time that we first get on scene and start interacting with the patient.
All right, you're a volunteer. What motivates you to get out of bed and come in here to work?
For the longest time, it was getting jobs super fast with lights and sirens. It's definitely that accomplishment at the end of the day that we've helped people. And our training is taken care of by the city. If you want to go all the way up to paramedic, the city will sponsor you and pay for you to go through all that schooling.
That's really cool.
It is.
Since you're volunteers, you're not getting paid.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it difficult when you're recruiting? How do you get people to join?
It is. It is definitely difficult. We have people from all walks of life. There's a lot of things within the city that you can do extra if you're interested. We have a Marine team. We have a bike team. We have a SWAT medic program. So a little bit more than just riding on the ambulance if you want it.
Ambulance 525.
Go for ambulance 520.
Emo Parkway, Station 21, for a 19-year-old male patient complaining of chest pains.
Rescue 5 copy, we're en route. So we got a call for a 19-year-old male that's having some chest pain. So it came out as a cardiac. We're gonna respond over to the station where they're at and we'll pick them up. All right, we are almost there. The main thing is we're gonna stay calm. If we stay calm,
Ambulance
the
520.
patient stays calm. Sir, how we doing today?
Not well.
My name's Chris. I'm one of the paramedics with Virginia Beach. We got the stretcher right here. I know it's really hot outside, so if I give you a hand, can we get you to stand up and come over to the stretcher? First thing we're gonna do is we'll hit that green button, turn the monitor on,
Okay.
and then this cord right here that's rolled up, we'll take that out of there. That's the blood pressure cuff.
This one?
Yep.
All right.
And then if you want the other white cord above the yellow, push that one. Yep,
one?
perfect. Princess Anne base. This is Rescue Unit 522. A route to your facility with awake, alert, and oriented 19-year-old male. Chief complaint is going to be chest pain, approximate 5-minute ETA. All right, we're gonna get you unloaded and get you inside, okay?
Okay,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
Feeling fine? Feeling better?
Yeah.
Hope you feel better. I'm gonna go drive. Oh man, I wanted to drive.
I would love to let you drive, but you do have to take a course to be certified to do it through the city and pass.
Okay.
So we might get in trouble.
I have not taken that course yet, so it's probably better that I'm not driving. How long have you been driving?
About 2 years now.
When you're coming up to a light, does the ambulance somehow telepathically tell the light that you're coming, so it needs to turn green for you?
So there we have special equipment on board that actually will activate the green lights for us. It's called
I knew it.
Opticon. Yep.
I knew it! Get out of the road! Move! Do you not see us coming? Is there a button for the siren?
And then this is your air horn. You can push it.
That was awesome. I had so much fun on this ride along, and more importantly, I learned a ton. Chris, thank you so much for teaching me the ropes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming.
And to the Princess Anne Courthouse Volunteer Rescue Squad, thank you so much for having me.
Ashley, you are a natural. I love that. And you look really good in that uniform, too. We want to say thank you to everybody at the Virginia Beach Volunteer Rescue Squad. I like to call them Angels in Action. Thank you for everything you do. Now let's head over to Ashley and Q, and they are with another inspirational member of our community. We have Chef K.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Our next guest goes by Chef Kalani, and she is well known locally for her in-person and online cooking shows and also her catering skills. It's a really impressive resume considering she is only 10 years old and she's already cooking better than me. Welcome, Chef K.
Hi.
Hey, girl. What are you going to be preparing for us today?
Today, I'm making nachos.
Ooh.
Got nachos, okay, so they are nachos. Okay, so nobody missed that one. That just flew over everybody's head. Let's just go on to the
Does that
next
mean
one.
cheesy, Quincy?
All right, so Chef K, I gotta ask you, you've been doing this for a little bit, right? So
Right.
you started cooking when?
I started cooking since I was 8 years old at the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay, and you're 10 now?
I am.
And so do you cook on the stove?
I do.
Are you kidding me? Like, my mother did not let me touch the stove until I was like out of the house.
Does Sabrina let you touch the stove now?
No, she does not. So I see that you do some pretty cool deals. So you can start preparing how you do the nachos, and we'll just ask you a couple of questions. Cool?
Cool.
All right. So the first question I have to ask, you recently won a entrepreneurs, like it was like a competition, right? It was.
It was.
It was
Like
an
the
entrepreneurs
Kid
pitch
Expo.
contest, right?
It was.
Okay. All right. So tell us about that. As you're preparing, and see, you're gonna have to know how to multitask, young lady. Do you want me to dig in the chips, or do I have to have gloves to do it?
You have to have gloves.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So tell us about this pitch that you won.
So I recently won the Eloise Lucas Legacy Fund program and a grant for $10,000.
$10,000.
Yes.
All right. So you've used that money to reinvest into your business.
I have.
Okay. All right. Cool. I like your smock, and you got
Thank
everything. This
you.
girl is professional. Isn't she, Ashley?
Yes, you are a professional. You're
Thank
professional
you.
at the cooking, but you're also really great in front of the camera. And I
Thank you.
understand that you actually like to share your craft and teach other kids how to cook. Can you tell me about your show?
Absolutely. So I have a show called Cooking with Chef K, where I love to do lots of cooking things like baking and not only cooking. So I like to cook everything, but 3 of my favorites are shrimp Alfredo, shrimp and grits, and my cucumber grilled cheese sandwich.
You know what? I like how she's, she just got this whole day. Like she's
I
just
know.
her presentation. Now tell me about this meat. So there's different ways to do taco salad. There's a ground turkey, there's ground beef, ground chicken. What do you have here?
Today, I actually have vegan meat.
Vegan meat. So does that
Yes.
taste different, or
It tastes exactly the same, but it's way healthier.
it's way healthier? Okay, well, my heart needs some health in it, I think. Okay,
It's
we're
Quincy's
going to
birthday. He's
sprinkle.
getting old, so the vegan food will be great for him today.
Nice. So you got a chance to meet a few celebrities like Tabitha Brown.
I
Now,
did.
she's very popular, been on the Steve Harvey Show, Ellen, and
has.
all that stuff. So what was that like, you meeting her?
So one day I went to Riley Convention Center and I had no idea why we were there. And then I found out that I'm actually going to meet Tabitha Brown. So I got to talk to her a lot about how I'm cooking, and I'm a young entrepreneur doing her stuff.
Okay,
And it was honestly really fun getting to know her.
cool, okay.
And I watch
Yeah.
a lot of her videos.
You watch a lot of the videos? All right, dig into this meat.
Now,
Hold up.
speaking of watching other people's videos, did you teach yourself to cook? How did you learn to cook at 8 years old?
So my mom absolutely taught me a lot, but I am mostly self-taught in cooking.
Wow. How did you teach yourself though? Because that's a skill I need to learn. Can you teach me?
Sure.
Chef
love the
K,
hesitation.
now I see that you got a sauce there, so am I supposed to
do.
sprinkle some sauce on here?
Yes.
Okay,
So,
all right, so let's sprinkle a
watch
little bit of
this.
sauce on here. All right, and then I'm gonna take a bite because I'm the birthday boy on this show.
Yes.
Happy
Right.
birthday!
Well, thank you. You're a little bit late because we said it earlier, so I thought you would have said happy birthday earlier, but you didn't.
And I see that you have a picture over here too. Can
I
you tell us
do.
about the drink?
Ooh,
So I have a guava, sunjoy kiwi, and regular kiwi drink.
this looks like this is
It's a
gonna be-
naturally made drink, all from organic and no preservatives or anything.
Hold up, I'm gonna serve this to Ash, and then I'm gonna take a bite out of this taco salad, and then I should
Thank you. Cheers.
cheers. All right,
Cheers.
right over her head.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Will you tell all our viewers where they can find your show and your social media and all that stuff?
Yes, so you can find me on Instagram at kaylani.jules, KALANI.JULES. You can also find me on my website, cookingwithchefk.com.
This is good.
This
Thank
is
you.
fantastic.
Yeah, like what type of sauce is this right before we get out of here?
So that's actually garlic alloy sauce.
It's good. Thank you so
Oh my
much.
goodness.
We're
Absolutely.
gonna follow you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you
glad
so
you
much
like
for
it.
joining us, Chef
Thank you.
Kay.
Thank you.
Now we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we have a teen mom who is turning her tragedy into triumph, and she's about to release her first book. Stay right there.
Welcome back to Living 757. Well, life is certainly full of challenges, and our next guest survived a teen pregnancy, a divorce, and the death of her father. Each of these experiences brought change that she learned to embrace, including co-parenting and custody arrangements. She has since started Leslie Hope Coaching and wrote the soon-to-be-released Not Mary, Not Roe, the survival story of a reluctant teen mom. Wow, you've got a lot going on here. Welcome, author and divorce and co-parenting coach,
Yes.
Leslie Hope.
Thank you so much for having me.
Holtoff.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for being here.
Appreciate it.
And you have your book right there. Let's hold it up for people because I love the cover.
Thank you.
I want to ask you about the cover first. What was the inspiration behind
So
that?
this picture was actually from my 40th birthday.
Nice.
And I was like, this is really the chaos of my life. It's got some Pizza Hut pizza here, some wine, some champagne. And when I finished the book, I was like, this perfectly fits the time of my life that this takes place.
Well, at least you own it, right?
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
You know what's going on in your life. And what is the book about? What can people expect when they pick it up?
So the book is a memoir, but it touches on a lot of really important topics that are happening now. So I had a baby at 16. I got married young, got divorced very shortly thereafter. So this book takes place in basically the first 25 years of my life while I figured all of that out, and how I learned to overcome that and write my own story to become who I am today.
It's so amazing that you went through all of this and you persevered, and now you're writing about it. What has been the hardest part about putting the book together and to get those thoughts down on paper? Because I'm sure it brought up a lot of raw emotion.
Oh, definitely. Having a child as a teenager is not something I've ever been proud of. So it was really difficult to be upfront about it and open about it and share this with literally anyone who wants to read it. And that's terrifying. I mean, that means my adult children can read it. It means all of my family. And, you know, so it was really hard to be honest, but I felt like it was really important for people to understand that when girls find themselves in this situation, it's not these girls that you don't know. It is the girls you know. It's the people that you're going to be related to them. And it's really just a story about give these girls a chance, embrace them, and help them instead of shaming them and treating them poorly.
Exactly. There's so much judging going on in this world, and we are all imperfect human beings.
It's just the last thing I needed was to be treated so poorly, and I was lucky enough to have a great support system, and I was able to overcome all of that, and I hope turn it into something that will have a positive impact on others. But, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, and the title, too, is very timely with everything going on.
Yes, I thought it was, obviously I had no idea that any of this was going to happen during the last few years while I was writing the book. But I chose the title because when you talk about unwed mothers, everybody knows the story of the Virgin Mary, and then you talk about Jane Roe. And the point of the book was there's so many different people in the middle there who don't fall on either end. So I really wanted to capture where I was, which I felt like I had a great family, I had a lot of things going for me. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. Let's really beef up our education and let's see what we can do to support this group of people that are all over everywhere.
You are helping people, not just in your book, but you're a coach too, right?
I am. A couple of years ago, I decided that I wanted to be a divorce and co-parenting coach. So I help people go through this horrendous, you know, divorce is really hard. Even when you choose it, even when you want it, it's a very hard. You go through the grieving process just like when somebody dies. And so as a coach, I'm able to help people see the future and help rebuild their lives after divorce. And I also work with a lot of parents who co-parenting, again, even when you get through the divorce and you're co-parenting, it is a struggle. It's totally different when your kids are 5 than when they're teenagers. And so I really help parents be able to talk to each other.
That's really tough because we all need that help. We all need a coach. We all probably need some counseling and therapy, and it's okay to admit that. So your book is coming out soon. When does it get released?
September 20th. It's available for pre-order now on Amazon, but it will be available in Barnes & Noble and all the normal places you buy books September 20th.
And you're from right here in the 757.
Grew up in Smithfield, live in Suffolk, been here my whole life. So.
Well, we are so proud of everything that you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And how can people get in touch with you?
My website is the best way, Leslie Hope Coaching. And on there's information about where to buy my book, how to have a conversation with me, reach out. I would love to hear from everybody.
You're such a doll. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, we've got some more stuff coming up here on Livin' 757. We have another guest who is making our community more beautiful, one backboard at a time.
Guys, taking what's in your heart and putting it out on public display, that's just what our next guest does so well with a paintbrush in his hand. I'd like to welcome Virginia Beach native, Troy Summerall, to the show. Thank you very much for being here, my man. And as our guests can see, or as our viewers can see, we have little backboards. You specialize in making big real life backboards look good. So what are we gonna do with these backboards?
You're just gonna have fun with it. That's what this is all about. It's taking something old and putting some paint on it and you know, making it positive.
Okay, so take something old, put paint on it, and make it positive, and that's what you pretty much get into. So do we do what, like smiley faces? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but yeah, the last few sets I've done have been the smiling flowers that I do. So
Smiling flower. Okay, so I'll at least try it. Okay, so, all right, cool. Now, what is it that you would like to share with the viewers about what gives you the inspiration for just going out and just painting?
Right. Well, the backboards were, you know, I do a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of murals. And one of the things was when I started doing art was, you know, having these special projects that can make an impact. So, you know, a lot of backboards around town, especially at schools, are, you know, they're forgotten about. They're in bad shape. So an easy thing to do is to spend a day and go out and redo the backboards, put new nets on them. And then what you find out is you make this whole new experience. It's funny, like anything else, what a little bit of paint can do for that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been real popular. I've done it at now 10 schools. And yeah, I've gotten a real great response from it. So it's been awesome.
Nice.
That is amazing. And where did you find like the inspiration behind doing it? Because you just kind of do it in your free time, right? Like.
Right. Well, I'm lucky that I've got a bunch of other projects going on with Oni Tony, and it's afforded me this chance to do this philanthropy. So. Yeah, it's just, you know, I can't do it all the time, but it's been super fun. I've got a great response. The kids seem to love it, the staff at the schools. It helps morale. And yeah, it just livens up, you know, a playground or, you know, a place where they do recess every day. So it's been fulfilling, and I should probably be able to keep it going for a little bit. So.
No, I hope that you are able to, because it actually, you know, I know painting and artistry is very therapeutic.
Right.
Can you talk about the I believe it's the art project that you're a part of in all the schools?
Well, I got a big project at John B. Dye where I have murals, and surfboard installations and stuff like that. You're doing good. That looks awesome. You're getting there. Yeah, so you're having fun. But no, CHKD is a big part of my business and my projects. I've been lucky enough to do 4 of their ambulance wraps. So there's a smiling fish one, a smiling turtle one, seahorses, and a crab one. And we're doing a brand new ambulance right now. It's a great company called Hackworth Graphics in Chesapeake.
Yeah, I can see your work there on TV, man.
Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a project I did with Smile Train down in Oaxaca, Mexico. And that is at a clinic that specializes in cleft palate surgery. Oh, wow. So that was a great project I got to do with Smile Train. They're an awesome organization. They help a lot of people. So.
And that's so cool that you get to do something that puts smiles on kids' faces.
Right.
And my son actually took a ride in one of those ambulances.
Oh, really?
So I know that firsthand. Now, you mentioned Oni Tony. Can you tell us about your company?
Yeah, so yeah, it's just a happy brand. You know, I do these projects. I've been lucky enough to work, like I said, at CHKD, and then you know, in the Vibe District of the Oceanfront, the Neon District, and then all over the city. And I've gotten lucky to be able to travel and do projects in at UF Health Jacksonville in Florida. And yeah, so the main thing is, you know, is just trying to make people happy in that moment. There's not a lot to think about. It's pretty simple designs. You know, there's smiley faces and smiling turtles and fish and stuff like that. So it's just trying to make people happy in that time that they're experiencing the art. And I've just been real lucky, like I said, to have done those ambulance wraps. We got a brand new ambulance wrap, like I said, that's being wrapped right now. I'm super excited to share it with everybody. It's got the big smiling flower on it and some Hawaiian flowers. So super excited about that.
Okay, so Troy, you're talking about flowers. I don't know what Ashley's doing over there, but can you just like comment on how my flowers look?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. The best part about art is it's subjective.
So you don't like it? Okay. I got it. That's the most kindest thing that you can say.
I'm hiding mine till the judging.
Yeah, so it's looking good. It is. Good.
Okay, so here's I guess an important question as an artist. How difficult is it for you? Like, do you take it tough, like very harshly, if someone doesn't like what you spent hours doing with? That you were creative. Right.
It's tough. You can't worry about that. It's hard not to do that. But if you're trying to do what I'm doing and thousands of other artists, especially locally, it's you're going to get turned down a lot. And you got to have thick skin because, you know, if I have 5 projects a year, you don't get to see the 50 that I got turned down from. So it's keep going. try to stay positive, and yeah, just keep going. So that's
right.
the only advice I could give. For
Awesome.
that stuff.
Well, while you give your socials, I'm going to turn mine around fully so everybody can see mine. Let the viewers know where they can follow you, and then you just kindly say what you think about mine and hers.
Yes. Oh, that's. They're both great.
Thank you. So he doesn't like them either. Okay.
But yeah, OniTony.com is the best place. My website. If you want to support Oni Tony and the things that the projects, you can hop on there and buy some stuff and support our company. And then also Oni Tony, you can search on Instagram and Facebook and find all the stuff. So.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate you coming by, and thank you for doing what you're doing in our community, brightening up lives. And after the break, we're going to brighten up your ears because we got Eric Staub performing live in our new studio. Stay right there.
Yeehaw!
Welcome back to Living 757. Guys, as promised, we got Eric Staub right here in the studio getting ready to perform in a few minutes, but how can people find you at your upcoming performances?
Yeah, the best way is to go on my Instagram at Eric Staub Music, or check out my website, ericstaub.com, and I got them all listed there.
Nice.
Thank you so much for joining us, and also thank you, Cheryl, for joining us. Blondes have so much fun.
Oh, yes, we do. Thanks so much for having me. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to be back next month with my Prepare with Cher segments. Once a month, I'll be here.
Girl, and I can't wait for you to help us prepare.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we have to prepare to get ready to go, but don't forget you guys can follow us on our TikTok. You can follow us on our Facebook, also on Instagram. If you got any suggestions and special stuff you want us to do, we'll do that.
Yep, that Instagram handle is Living757TV. And if you have any ideas for a segment or a guest for the show, please send them via email at share@living757.com.
All right, now we got to get out of here, but before we go, got to let you know, thank you again for tuning in, and we're going to leave you with Eric Staub with his song, Heavenly.
Take it away.
Thank you.
Those emeralds you got for the mines, will they drive me wild? It's crazy how maybe the reason you fell from the sky. I wanna know who you are, 'cause I wanna know which one of these stars did you come here from? 'Cause you're so damn fine, girl, you blow my mind. Show me that smile, put color in my life again. Beautiful woman, where have you been? You take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. Take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. The light at the side of you brings me the sun. Bring me the morning, swear you're the one. Would you want me to know all your secrets untold? 'Cause I wanna show you how it feels to be loved. Give me your hands, won't know where to lay. 'Cause you're so damn fine, girl, you blow my mind. showed me that smile, the color my life again. Beautiful woman, where have you been? Take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. Take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. You're the stars that you'd see in the night sky. Well, it's beauty you hold in your eyes. It's all the wonder you feel from a lifetime. It's been waiting for you. 'Cause you're so damn fine. Girl, you blow my mind. Shoot me that smile, but color my life again. Beautiful woman, where have you been? Take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. Take me to heaven, Miss Heavenly. Thank you. All right, that went good.